In this week's segment of Insane Tweet Comment, we dissected in the Two versus Brother podcast. Pedro, as you know, every week we look into insane comments, tweets in the sports world. And this week, I want to call out a no name here in the Miami area, former Dolphins GM Rick Spielman. As you see in our screen here, he pulled out a ranking of top 10 quarterbacks in the past 5 draft classes. Basically, trying to prove a point of quarterbacks that's better than Justin Fields. But looking at this list, Pedro, I think that this is insane. What do you think about this list, Pedro?
I think Rick Spielman has lost his mind. There's a reason why the man is no longer in Miami, and he's out of a job because he ain't pick up anything after that. This is insane. He's going to start putting players in top 10 that are not even playing in the NFL. We know nothing of what they're going to do. It's unreal, Fredo.
Well, I'll tell you this. Look how insane this comment is. That the number 7 player, Bryce Young, they consider that Bryce Young was a better prospect than Tua.
Yeah.
I mean, what does Bryce Young start of this year or his rookie year prove to you?
Nothing yet. We don't know anything about the guy just yet. 1 year is not enough to say he's great. He's a bust. He's going to be an NFL legend. No one knows anything. But to just looking at this list, Fredo, and everybody that's watching can see, C.J. Stroud, number 8, and Bryce Young is right before him. If anything, that list needs to be with C.J. Stroud like right on the heels of Justin Herbert, because it can't be that you have on top of the people we're going to get to the top of the people that are on this list that haven't played it down in the NFL. We have C.J. Stroud that on a consensus can play football. Bryce Young can play football, but he hasn't proven it yet. C.J. Stroud has.
Not only that, Pedro, people, because I imagine this is when they got drafted, so that's why he kind of maybe had Trevor Lawrence. But I will say this: Joe Burrow had the best year ever for a collegiate quarterback. How is he number 3 on this list? I would say he was the number 1 prospect, the top quarterback in the past 5 drafts, based on the great season the last year that he had in LSU. Much better than Caleb Williams, much better than Trevor Lawrence. And then the quarterback Drake May. I mean, he was in North Carolina, nothing special about him. JJ McCarthy, quarterback from Michigan. When they won the national championship, JJ McCarthy was not the main reason why they won. So, I mean, just dissecting this list, this for sure proves to me that Rick Spielman is insane.
Absolutely right, Alfredo. This guy has lost his mind. As you mentioned, Joe Burrow had a insane, pretty much collegiate career, and starting that year, maybe people wouldn't have put him on the top of the list. I will put him on the top of this list because not only did he go out there and with all the bravado in the world win a championship, he went into the NFL, and once he got his grounds in, he did what he needed to do. He took the Bengals to to AFC Championship game.
He took the Super Bowl.
He took him to the Super Bowl. There is no way in God's green earth that you don't put Joe Burrow number 1, especially over people that haven't played it down in the NFL.
Exactly. I agree with you. That's why, Rick Spielman, you're in